Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Everyday Carrier for the Everyday Guys. So today's video is going to be about Christmas gift ideas for everyday carriers. Chances are if you are watching my video, you are already an EDCer. So you kind of know what you want, but maybe your partner doesn't know what to get you. This is the video that you watch with your partner, with your mom, your dad, send it to them. Whoever you think is going to buy you gifts, this is the video that they're going to want to watch. I'm going to be talking about the way I buy gifts, like primary gifts and then secondary gifts. Secondary gifts are like stocking stuffers, things that aren't too expensive but are really cool that you think someone might want, and you stick them in a stocking. Or like if you're buying someone a gift of $1,000 or you want to spend $1,000 on someone and the gift comes to like 859 Rand, then you buy like these little odds and ends extras to make the gift like super awesome. That is those things. So the first section is about primary gifts. The second section is going to be about stocking stuffers. I hope you don't mind. I'm drinking a chocolate because I've become addicted to them. So normally I have my coffee black, dog tag coffee. So if you are interested in getting someone that, I will leave a link to it down below. Dog tag coffee or a local coffee company. Support them, support local. It's a good deal. But slightly off the topic, chocolate. So you make it in an espresso making machine. It comes out like that. I'm telling you, buy it, like as soon as you taste your first sip, it's over. It's going to be like your drink of choice forever. So please excuse me that I am drinking this. Load shedding is about to happen like in the next few minutes. So I got to get this video out. Okay, so primary gift ideas for EDCs. I'm going to start off with backpacks. An EDC backpack is really cool, but it tends to be a really personal thing. I've gone through a few. I'll take you through some of my packs. The Sniper Tactical Expedition bag. This is now my bug out bag. It's going through a bit of a transition, so just bear with what it looks like. The Bobby Anti-Theft backpack. I did a review on this bag. I'll leave links to everything as I go through it. If not, it'll be down below. This is the original Bobby Anti-Theft backpack is just better. It should cost in around 1,500 Rand. If it costs like $150 or $200, it's not the original thing. If you have to get it, but try to get the original thing. It holds its shape better and it's just better. And then, so I am going to give you a recommendation about which backpack I think you should take. You can also look at the Kanai Legion. So you don't get this in multicam anymore. That was a limited run. This is now my hiking pack. My current backpack of choice is the Oakley kitchen sink. Now I'll be honest and say I don't recommend you go for this backpack. The simple reason is I have very specific needs because I'm a vlogger, if that's the popular term. One second. I have particular needs in that I need a big bag because I'm always carrying camera gear and that sort of thing. And I always want my gear on because I never know when I'm going to get a good shot of something. So I don't recommend the Oakley kitchen sink simply because of the price. This is a 4,000 Rand backpack. So it's not for everyone. It's definitely not something you want to buy someone as a gift for a personal type deal. They might not like it and you spend 4,000 Rand on a backpack. The backpack I do recommend is the little Sniper Africa or Sniper Tactical EDC backpack. This is such a nice little backpack. It was my hiking bag before I got the Kanai backpack. And my girlfriend has sort of taken this backpack over as her sort of EDC pack. Very cool backpack, really well kitted out, made out of ripstop nylon, YKK zips, utility pockets everywhere, window in the front, really nice sized middle pocket. The color as well, guys, really cool, OD. You've also got this hidden pocket. I know people who've had this backpack for a few months that didn't know about the hidden pocket in the back. Really good, really solid backpack, and it's like they go for like $1,000. So, and don't let that price point give you the impression it's not good quality. It's really good quality. So if you're going to get someone a backpack and you wanted my opinion on which backpack to get, I'd say go for the Sniper Tactical EDC backpack. Really good quality, local, which is a big deal for me, and it's something that's gonna suit their needs. And if they want to scale up, they can. It's not like you spent like 4,000 Rand on the Oakley kitchen sink. That's my idea for EDC backpacks. Now, holsters. I never recommend you buy someone a holster. If you are gonna buy, if you are hell bent on getting a holster for someone, go for something outside the waistband, like the Edge Custom Carry holsters. This is the light bearing holster, the Eclipse version. or something like Bravo Concealment from SA Tactile Institute. This is the BCA 3.0 holster. This is a really nice outside the waistband holster. The reason I recommend outside the waistband as opposed to inside the waistband, your inside the waistband holster is very personal. You know, it's something that you as the EDCer, you want to sort of decide what holster you carry. So when I say inside the waistband holster, I mean your EDC holster. Very few people EDC outside the waistband holsters. I would say if you hell bent on buying your partner a holster, go for an outside the waistband holster, because that's something that every EDCer needs at least one, you know. And one of these two options are really, really cool. So moving on, we're going to talk about wallets. Wallets have become like a big part of EDC lately. Most EDCers prefer their wallets to be fairly minimalistic. I get it. We do have quite a few options here in South Africa. You can go for the Edge Custom Carry Minimalist wallet. That's effectively a card holder, but you can put cash in there. You can try one of these pop-off leather wallets. These are imported. They hold about 7 or 8 cards. You can import them from pop-off leather. They do deliver to South Africa. The Minimalist Co., they have these super minimalistic wallets. I did a review on this wallet as well. These are all pretty much in around the 300 to 600 Rand price range. And then if you want to go for the Big Daddy, the My Brother's Keeper wallet, this guy's $500. If I could recommend a wallet, it would be this one. Your partner will be so happy that you got them one of these. They are such cool wallets. I highly recommend the My Brother's Keeper wallet. Okay, so those are wallets, and those are going to be in around your, like I said, 300 to 600 Rand range. Now, flashlights. So I want to say the new Olight M2R Pro Warrior. This is pretty much the daddy these days when it does come to flashlights. My favorite tactical flashlight right now, but it is a bit pricey. It's 2.5 grand, give or take, in that region. If you want to go for something less expensive, you can absolutely go with the Acebeam L16. Also tail cap operated, pressure switch, which you can control without actually clicking. Also rechargeable, has a tail cap and a side switch right there. A bit less expensive. I think this goes for around $1,000. Kind of think of it like this. This is like a AR-15 and this is like an AK-47. They kind of do the same thing, but they're not the same thing. And the one is super refined and the other one's just a beast. But in reality, they can both do the same thing. So if you want to go tactical flashlight, but you don't want to break the bank, you can, I mean, if you want to break the bank, I would say go for the Olight M2R Pro Warrior. If you don't want to break the bank, then you can go for the Acebeam L16. I've done reviews on both. Check the links below if you want to check them out. So I do want to talk about Wiley X shades. These are around, I think they're around $800. I've been talking about them often lately because I did a giveaway recently. These are really cool because they are fairly decent in terms of fashion. They're not the worst looking shades on earth. But what you can do is if you want to buy it as a gift, you can buy the shades, right? And then you can get like someone else, like if it's a mother and father situation. So the mother buys the shades and the father buys the extra lenses. So then you can give it to, let's say it's your son or your daughter. You can give it to them and they can use the normal shaded lenses, the tinted lenses for whenever daily use. And if they go to the range, they can switch those out for the clear lenses. So that's a really cool gift idea, like to package things together very nicely. That's how I would do it if I was going to give those as a gift. Then in terms of EDC flashlights, obviously, the Olight S1R Baton 2. Everyone knows about this flashlight. Everyone knows it's kind of my favorite flashlight. And I have a couple of favorite flashlights because I'm a bit of a flashlight freak. This is over $1,000. There is this guy, which not everyone knows about. Have a look at that. This is a 1200 lumen rechargeable flashlight. It's called the Immelent LD10 EDC flashlight. And this is like a 699 Rand flashlight. So it's a really good deal on price, right? And it seems to be a very good flashlight. I'm doing my review next weekend. I'm sort of expediting my stress testing because I want to get this review out pre-Christmas because I think this could be a really good seller and it could be a really good option for people wanting to buy their partners an EDC flashlight for Christmas. So The Imlent LD10, keep an eye out for that. It's kind of shocked me in how capable it is. It's almost the same size as the Olight, a bit longer. And let's go bezel to bezel. A bit wider, a bit larger circumference in terms of the bezels, but it's a nice little flashlight, and it's got an OLED screen. Have a look at that. I don't know if you can see it with the lights. I'll try to get it in shot. See that? 10 lumens. That's the mode I'm in right now. So it's got a screen that tells you the lumen count that you're currently on, as well as the battery level. On to knives. Now, those of you who follow my channel know I carry a Benchmade Griptilian. It's a 2,500 rand knife. So you're going to decide if you want to get your partner something this awesome. If they do already have one of these, steal it and then send it to the guys at Ultimate Edges to have it customized. Hopefully they can get it back to you before Christmas. But I wouldn't recommend, I would recommend if it's something you could afford, but I always like to go for affordability when it comes to gifts. There's nothing wrong with getting your partner a honey badger and having it customized by the guys at Ultimate Edges, because it comes out absolutely beautifully. And honey badger have a new line that's just come out with better blade steel. So there's really awesome options, and honey badger are local, and it's like half the price. It's more than less than half the price, if I can put it that way. So definitely give honey badger a look if you wanted to get your partner a knife this Christmas. On to like the utilitarian things. Get them a decent pair of gloves. Mechanics gloves, legend. If your partner's like someone who like works in the garden or works with his hands, you know, if he's a hands-on person, which I hope he is, and I hope he should be, or she, get them a decent pair of gloves. Gloves are really cool. They're really useful all year round, especially if you go for these. These are the impact gloves with the fingerless type, so you can still activate your phone and use your phone while getting the functions and protection of gloves. They go for between $500 and $600. Okay, so onto weapon mounted lights. So I currently have pretty much, how do I best show this? I've got all the lights, right? All the lumens, all the lights. And the one I would recommend out of all of the O-lights, they didn't say O-light just because O-light's the most popular here in South Africa. Surefire is easier, but they're so expensive that it's hard for me to recommend them over O-light, but they are good lights. I would say go with the O-light PL Mini, the original, simply because you're going to get the most holster options for this light. If you buy your partner this light, they're going to have a choice of 99% of the holsters that they would have chosen had they not carried a weapon light anyway. And that's why I recommend, if you're going to buy your partner a weapon light for Christmas, go with the O-light PL Mini, simply because you get most options, holster options with this light. And obviously they're going to want to carry the firearm in a holster with the light attached, so that gives them options there as well. On to firearms. These are really cool training firearms. Ignore this is just something for a future video. These are really cool training firearms from Combative Concepts. They come with a functional mag release and 2 spare mags, plus a training DVD, which is worth its weight in gold. They go for like $1,000. You can find them at like gun shops. Also, it's good for force-on-force training. You know, this is like, it's a piece of plastic. It's not going to break. It's not going to really injure someone. If you want to go something more expensive, you can go for something like this from Blades and Triggers. These are the airsoft pistols. This one's currently safe, so don't stress about that. These are the airsoft pistols, and they are one-to-one replicas of real pistols. Like, they function like real pistols. The gas goes in here, and you rack it and you shoot. It's like a real pistol. Really cool for training purposes. Does not replace actual live fire, but if you want to get them, if you want to compare the two, you know, I would rather go for this than this, because this actually fires a projectile. It's got a blowback mechanism and everything. It's like a real firearm, just it doesn't shoot real bullets. If you are wanting to spend some money and your partner has a AR or a Ronnie style platform, you can get them an optic like the Sightmark Ultrashot M-Spec or the absolutely brilliantly indestructible Sightmark Wolverine. I tested both of these. I would actually go for the Wolverine over the M-Spec, simply because this thing will never, ever, ever, ever let you down. In my review of this optic, I froze it. I then beat it out of the ice on the day we were going to shoot it. snapped it onto my Ronnie, started shooting. I dropped it, I rolled it, I threw it. We did like an obstacle course with it. I dunked it in mud. Anything you could possibly think of, the Sightmark Wolverine will survive it. These things go for around $5,000. Again, that's on the expensive side, but expensiveness is relative to income. So you might be able to afford something like that, which is good for you or your partner potentially. So those are like the main things I would say look at for Christmas this year. That kind of covers almost like a full EDC. You got your wallet, you got your flashlight, you got a tactical flashlight, you got a knife, you got training aids, you got optics, you got gloves, you got holsters. That's kind of the general things EDCers want. Now, for things that are a bit less expensive, but really cool to have as well. So firstly, don't laugh. This is something you can really put in the EDCers stocking and they would appreciate it. A proper roll of duct tape. It's like $30 for a roll this size. I don't know how much meters this is. Duct tape, 1,000,001 uses. Google it. You will spend a whole day watching YouTube videos about what you can do with duct tape and you won't see the same thing twice. Super awesome. Tactical pens. You know, these are really cool to have. EDCers love them. Nothing like showing up to a meeting and pulling out a pen that looks like that. They got these tungsten carbide tips, which are window breakers, glass breakers. So these are really cool. They range from, you know, anything like from 150 Rand to like $1,000 and everything in between. I don't think you need to get the super expensive name brand ones. You get them from CHS Guns and places like that. Really cool to have just to keep in the car, keep in the glove compartment, or even use. Decent pepper spray, no reason to not have these things. These things are super cheap. They go for like $150. These ones are quite nice because not only do they have the safety cap, right? But the safety cap has like ears that if you like really jam this on you, it'll actually break them off. These ones, no matter how hard you press, they are not going to budge. You gotta stick your finger in there. So pepper spray, well worth having, well worth giving your EDC partner. These things are super cool. Can you read that? You can get these things at like Typo. I've used this quite a few times. I keep it in my EDC backpack. And what it is, I've broken one of the little holders. But what it is like a spoon, fork, and chopstick set. Really cool. I have used this. There isn't a knife in here because as an EDCer, you should have a knife anyway. So definitely get that for them. And it's like $150. So it's super useful, super cheap. Power banks, they go from anything from 500 to 2,000 Rand. And then something every EDCer hardly ever uses, but always wants are carabiners. You get these range from like $100 to $2,000. You get the load-bearing ones, the really heavy ones. Then you get these sort of composite material ones. You often get them with backpacks. Then you get the super inexpensive ones. You can get this Cape Town Mart for like $100. So carabiners, really cool to stuff in stockings. EDCers love them. What's next? Gear patches. I have more gear patches than I can count. You definitely want to get this gear patch right here. Can you see that? Oops, hold it. Like that gear patch over there. That's a cool gear patch. EDCers love gear patches, morale patches. We can't get enough of it. You stick anything on a piece of Velcro, we'll find a place to stick it. So gear patches are super cool to get. You can get those at places like Cerberus Tactical. They do a lot of gear patches. So definitely look out for those. Buffs and paracord bracelets. Paracord bracelets for EDCers is like gold. They can have 1,000,000 of them. We can have 1,000,000 of them and I'll want one more. Buffs, these things are super, super, super useful. Especially if you're a hiker, if you're someone who goes outside very often and sort of plays in the wild. A buff you can do a ton of things with. So definitely get them these. These are like between $150 and $300 depending on where you buy it. Cape Town Mart has really nice ones as well. And then something else, I don't know if this would be a stocking stuffer because it's quite expensive. Sorry, I'm leaning out of shot. Or tourniquets. Or tourniquets, potato, right? I don't know what to call these things because some people call it tourniquets, some people call it tourniquets. So they are quite pricey, but I know a lot of people who don't have of these. And the reason I say this is stocking stuffer, you know, you don't want to wrap up one of these and give it to your partner and say, here's a gift of something you'd hopefully never ever use. Get a decent tourniquet. I'm not going to tell you which one to get. Do your own research, because I don't want to be seen to favoring a particular type of brand, but there are poor ones and there are good ones. Research it. Immediate Action Medical are the people you want to speak to. I'll leave links to them down below as well. And then these things are super cool. These are like life-proof boxes. You get them at Cape Town and Mart. I've got a CHS Guns gear patch on mine. These things float, they're waterproof, they're like shockproof. You can put your valuables in here if you go hiking, camping, whatever the case may be. They go for around 250 bucks. Also really useful because EDCers like to compartmentalize things. They like to put different things in different compartments. Don't just like to chuck things in one duffel bag style situation. Also, if you want to get them something clothing-wise, Urban Warrior is a good resource. Urban Warrior basically makes gear designed for everyday carriers. I'll leave links to them down below as well. They make pants, sort of long pants, shorts, and t-shirts. This is the general tee from Urban Warrior. They got different colors in this now. And all their clothing is designed for everyday carriers in that they are fitted in the right places and lengthened in the right places so you can conceal your firearm. Their waistbands of all their pants are fused waistbands, and they make them just a little bit bigger to allow for the inside waistband carry option. And their pants has like zips and all those crazy things. So I think that is pretty. Oh, two more things, sorry. I added the PowerTac E3 to the stocking stuffer section because this thing is only 200 bucks. Like, and this is an EDC-able flashlight. You know, it's definitely an EDC. You could EDC this flashlight just as is, and you would not be any the worse off. So if you are thinking of a little something extra to get your partner, definitely look at getting one of these PowerTac E3s. I did a review on this a few weeks ago. I'm so impressed with this little flashlight, especially the price point, that it's definitely something you need to look at. And then these Hanks from, I think it's pronounced Dookie Hank. I'll leave links to them down below. I carry Hanks everywhere. They make really cool, as you can see, we've got OD and some kind of pattern here with camo on this side, and that's black, but this black is really plush. They go for like 90 odd bucks. That's a super cool addition to like a stocking stuffer situation. So guys, that is pretty much it. Like I said, the way you use this is you send it to your family members and they watch it, and you just tell them, listen, something in this video I want it for Christmas. Doesn't matter what it is, come together, decide, discuss. But if you don't know what to buy me, something in this video is what I want. That's it, guys. I will see you next week. I'm going to try to do this review next week. I really want to push this review because I think it could be quite a interesting option for Christmas buyers. So I'm trying to get this video out next week, Sunday. I to expedite that review. And then I've got another imminent flashlight that I want to review as well before Christmas. So we're going to see some flashlights. We got some new stuff come from Urban Warrior that I'm not allowed to say anything about it. But hopefully you'll see more of that in the week. And I think that is it. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you soon for another review. Cheers. God bless.